Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Kelly and Miss Messy. We're in our classroom and we're taking a look at our calendar. March, what is it today? Yesterday we found out that it was March 16th, Monday, so today is Tuesday, March 17, a 1 and a 7. That is the real St. Patrick's Day. So we're going to take a look at a book together called St. Patrick's Day by Gail Gibbons. So let's open it up, and there is a picture of St. Patrick. We've been learning about him all month. So now, let's see what it's going to tell us. I need some handy dandy reading glasses. Okay, St. Patrick's Day is celebrated each year on March 17th. That's today. This holiday is celebrated by the Irish and other people in many parts of the world. They remember St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland. St. Patrick lived many years ago. He was born in Britain around the year 380, and he was raised by his Christian family. While he was still a boy, he was captured by some pirates from Ireland. They sailed across the Irish Sea, and they took Patrick back to Ireland. He was made to be a slave. His captors forced him to take care of all of their sheep. He stayed outside with the sheep in the wind and the rain and the cold. He prayed every day that God would help him. He would pray 100 prayers during the morning and 100 prayers during the evening. And then he heard in his dreams that a ship was waiting for him to escape. He traveled through the forest and made it all the way to that ship, and he went back to Britain, his homeland. He finally was back home. When he was there, he lived quietly, and he thought and he prayed, and he kept having dreams of the people in Ireland, that they were calling him back to him. They were calling him back to their land, and he realized that this was coming from God. It was time for him to go back to Ireland and teach the people there about God. So Patrick went to France and he studied all that he could about God and Jesus. And later, he became a priest and a bishop for the church. At last, he was ready to go back to Ireland. How are they going to treat Patrick when he gets back there? He prayed. He knew God would be with him. And he sailed all the way back to Ireland, and he began teaching and preaching. He built churches and schools all over the country. People started to notice how kind he was. They started to trust him and love him. They saw that he was doing good for Ireland. Patrick spent the rest of his life caring for the Irish people. They loved him. People now remember Patrick on March 17th because that was the day that he died. Later, the Catholic Church made him a saint, and so now we call him Saint Patrick. Today, many things are done to celebrate this holiday. People go to church to give thanks to St. Patrick for all of his goodness to Ireland. People have fun too. They dress up in green clothes and green costumes and green hats. They put decorations on their doors and windows. Shamrocks appear everywhere. The shamrock is a plant that has 3 leaves on it. It looks like a clover, and the people remember that St. Patrick used this to teach them about God the Father, Jesus the Son, and the Holy Spirit, 3 in 1. Well, leprechauns are also remembered on St. Patrick's Day. Long ago, the Irish would tell stories about these wonderful little creatures, and it was thought that if you caught a leprechaun, you could have him lead you to his pot of gold. Leprechauns stories have been around for hundreds of years. People believed that they were only as big as your thumb. On St. Patrick's Day, we give cards to family members and friends. We make things for each other. We also decorate cakes and cookies and goodies. People may give green flowers to each other or shamrocks. There could be St. Patrick plays. Some families get together and have delicious dinners together, and some people like to dance like the Irish dance. They do Irish jigs together. They play music on their harps and their fiddles. They wear their green hats and fly the flag of Ireland. Many people come together to remember all the good things that St. Patrick did for Ireland and for our world. So later on today, boys and girls, we're going to do a little bit more for St. Patrick's Day. So stay tuned and Miss Kelly will get back to you. Bye-bye for now.